Welcome to CourtSpiral, where truth is stranger than fiction. Today, we're diving into one of the most shocking legal battles that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew about justice. In the world of the rich and powerful, no one is beyond the law, but sometimes the law itself becomes a game where the stakes are higher than we can imagine. Let's take a look at how the untold stories of scandals in the White House unfolded. The White House, a symbol of democracy and governance, has seen its fair share of scandals. From the early days of the Republic to the modern era, each presidency has been marred by controversy, intrigue, and deception. What drives these scandals? Are they the result of human flaw, political machinations, or something more sinister? Let's start our journey in the 19th century, where one of the first notable scandals emerged. The presidency of Ulysses S. Grant was marked not only by significant achievements but also by rampant corruption. The whiskey ring scandal, which came to light in 1875, involved government officials, politicians, and distillers working together to defraud the federal government of whiskey taxes. It was a scandal that rocked the nation, revealing the depth of corruption that could thrive in the corridors of power. As the investigation unfolded, it exposed the unsavory relationships between Grant's administration and wealthy distillers. Despite the scandal, Grant himself was largely insulated from the fallout. However, it left a lasting impact on public trust in government. This scandal set a precedent, showing that even a president celebrated for his military success was not immune to the corrupting influence of power. Moving forward in time, we find ourselves in the 20th century, where the stakes grew even higher. The Watergate scandal in the 1970s is perhaps the most infamous political scandal in American history. It involved a break-in at the Democratic National Committee headquarters, but it was much more than that. It was a complex web of espionage, cover-ups, and abuses of power that ultimately led to the resignation of President Richard Nixon. The scandal began with a simple break-in, but as investigations unraveled, it became clear that the Nixon administration was involved in a series of illegal activities aimed at sabotaging political opponents. The subsequent cover-up efforts included the use of hush money, manipulation of the FBI, and even obstruction of justice. Just when it seemed like this case was about to wrap up, something unexpected happened. The revelation of the infamous tapes changed everything. These recordings captured Nixon discussing the Watergate cover-up with his aides in real time. The tapes became a critical piece of evidence, revealing the extent of the conspiracy and the president's direct involvement. The Supreme Court ultimately ruled that Nixon had to release the tapes, leading to a cascading effect of political fallout. With mounting pressure and dwindling support, Nixon realized that his presidency was untenable. On August 8, 1974, he delivered a televised address announcing his resignation. It was a moment that shocked the nation and marked the first time a sitting president had left office under the threat of impeachment. The Watergate scandal not only reshaped the public's perception of government, but also left an indelible mark on American politics, highlighting the fragile nature of power and accountability. As we shift into the late 20th century, another scandal emerged, this time involving the presidency of Bill Clinton. The Monica Lewinsky scandal in the late 1990s captivated the nation and dominated headlines for years. What began as a personal affair quickly escalated into a political firestorm that threatened the very fabric of the American political system. Clinton's relationship with Lewinsky, a White House intern, was kept under wraps until allegations surfaced, leading to investigations by independent counsel Kenneth Starr. The scandal deepened as it was revealed that Clinton had not only engaged in an affair but had also misled investigators and denied the relationship under oath. Just when it seemed like the case was about to wrap up, something unexpected happened. The revelation of the infamous blue dress, a tangible piece of evidence, changed everything. It was a moment that would ultimately lead to articles of impeachment against Clinton for perjury and obstruction of justice. The impeachment trial in the Senate became a spectacle, drawing intense media coverage and public scrutiny. Clinton's defense hinged on the argument that his personal life should not dictate his professional capacity to govern. In the end, he was acquitted, but the scandal left a lasting scar on his presidency and the American political landscape. The echoes of these scandals reverberate through time, shaping the political discourse and public perception of future administrations. As we enter the 21st century, another scandal would challenge the very principles of democracy itself, the impeachment of Donald Trump. The first impeachment in 2019 centered around accusations that Trump solicited foreign interference in the 2020 presidential election. The scandal emerged from a phone call with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky, in which Trump allegedly pressured Zelensky to investigate political rival Joe Biden and his son Hunter. The ensuing investigation revealed a complex web of political maneuvering, with key witnesses testifying about the administration's dealings with Ukraine. Just when it seemed like this case was about to wrap up, something unexpected happened. The release of a whistleblower complaint brought the scandal to the forefront, igniting a firestorm of political debate and division within the country. The House of Representatives ultimately voted to impeach Trump along largely partisan lines, but the Senate trial concluded with his acquittal. The scandal illuminated the deep divisions within American politics, raising questions about the integrity of the electoral process and the role of foreign influence in domestic affairs. As we look back at these scandals, we must ask ourselves, what do they reveal about the nature of power, accountability, and governance? Each scandal represents a moment in history where the ideals of democracy collided with the reality of human ambition and fallibility. In the end, justice prevailed, but it left behind many unanswered questions. Was the verdict truly fair, or was there more beneath the surface? The scandals in the White House are cautionary tales, reminders that those in power are not infallible and that the pursuit of justice can be a winding, unpredictable path. What do you think about these cases? Were the outcomes just, or did the system fail to hold the powerful accountable for their actions? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe to CourtSpiral for more shocking stories from the world of law. Don't forget to like and subscribe to CourtSpiral. We're back every week with new, shocking stories. Let's continue exploring just how unpredictable justice can be.